Hey everybody, and welcome to another Cricut craft tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you another fun craft from my mystery box. If you didn't get the mystery box, do not worry. I'm going to link everything that we used down below in the description for you, so you can pick up everything that was in the box and you don't feel like you missed out. Hopefully we'll be doing some more boxes. You guys really seemed to love these, so if you want more mystery boxes, let me know in those comments down below. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to work with the Color Change vinyl. This is such a fun product, and it's really, really cool. The one thing is my house is always super cold, so you can see where my hand was that it's changing back to pink. This is normally going to be a hot pink to cold, so you want to put this on something that gets cold. And I have this fun keychain that we're going to make. Included in the mystery box, you get the acrylic blank, the white StarCraft HD vinyl, and then the Color Change hot pink to purple vinyl that we're going to use for this project. And then I've just added some keychain hardware and this really cute little dangle, which I will link down below for you guys. So let's get started. I'm going to show you guys where to download this really cute conversation heart SVG and how to make this really fun keychain. The best part about these acrylic blanks is that they include the SVG for them, so it makes it really easy to design on them. So what you'll do is go to 143vinyl.com, and I'll link everything down below for you guys. But what you can do is go to blanks and click on acrylics. Down here towards the bottom it says click here to access our download page. Click on that and it's going to take you to all of their acrylic blank SVG files. We're going to use the heart one today. So we'll scroll all the way down there in alphabetical order, and they have a couple of different heart ones. Now, this one was purchased after 10/1 of 2019, but we're actually going to use this heart decorator file. So go ahead and click on that. And what it's going to do is it's going to ask you where you want to save it. So I'm going to save mine into my Cricut folder, and I have a folder that is specific for my acrylic blanks. Go ahead and click Save. Really, really easy. Now we'll go over to Cricut Design Space, and I'll show you how to upload it. Over in Cricut Design Space, open up a new project, and all you'll need to do is click the word upload over here on the left-hand side. Click upload image, then browse, and then you're going to find whatever folder you put that blank into. So I put mine in my acrylic blank, and all I need to do is find the one that's called Heart Candy. Go ahead and select that, and you'll see there's a ton of different options. All we'll need to do now is click the word save. What I'm going to do is click on the Heart Candy image and click Insert Images. It's really important that you don't resize this image. We don't want to change any of the sizing because these are sized to fit on your acrylic blank. We're going to use the Color Change vinyl that came with the mystery box along with the matte white vinyl. So you can choose any of these designs that you want. You don't have to use the same one I do, but this is the one I'm going to choose. So I'll show you guys how to get rid of the ones that you don't want. So what you're going to do is you can click Ungroup, and you can simply just select the ones that you don't want and hit delete. Or if you don't want to hit delete and you don't want to lose them forever in your design, maybe you'll change your mind, you can go over to your layers tab over here on the right and just hit the little eyeballs to the ones that you don't want to keep. Simple as that. I'm going to use the yellow love one in this, so that one is the one I've chosen. Now you can kind of mess around with the colors and see which way you want it to look. So if I want the top, maybe I want the top to be the color change and the bottom to be white. You can do that, or you can change them around just to see which way you like it better. It's all up to you and what you want to do and how you want your design to look. I think I like it with the white on the bottom, so I'm just going to switch them really quick just to make it easier for me when I go to cut these so that I don't get confused. So we'll put the Color Change vinyl right on top. It's a fun way to use Color Change vinyl in a very different way to use it, which is kind of a cool, fun thing. And you can use the heat of your hands if it's cold outside to change the color, which is really, really fun. So again, make sure that you do not change the size of this at all. You don't need to mirror it. You don't need to do anything with it because we're going to put the vinyl right on the front of our keychain. So go ahead and click the word Make It, and you'll see that it's going to give us the two mats that we need to cut. So we have mat number 1, which is going to be StarCraft HD, which is cut on the vinyl setting. And then we have our Color Change vinyl. Now keep in mind, the Color Change vinyl is completely different and needs to be cut on a different setting. I'll show you guys a great way to find cut settings if you're using a new product from 143 Vinyl. On the 143 Vinyl website, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see right here where we have resources and reference documents. Go ahead and click on that, and the first document they offer is material cut and press settings. Go ahead and click on that and click where it says click here to download. Now what you'll do is scroll down and find the item that we are cutting. So this is StyleTech Color Change Vinyl, which is right here. I'll highlight it so you guys can see where I'm looking. It's really important that you do some test cuts before you cut a large decal on this vinyl. I've cut this several times, and for me, the holographic iron-on setting works fantastic, but I will recommend doing some small test cuts. Just use a small star and use it up in the corner. Make sure it cuts through. So we'll cut that one on holographic iron-on vinyl. Let's go ahead and go back over to CRICUT and get ready to cut. Once we know our cut settings, we can go ahead and click Continue. We're going to cut the StarCraft HD first, and that is going to cut, again, just on the standard vinyl setting. I'll take you over to the machine and show you guys how to cut that. This is the StarCraft HD. This is a permanent adhesive vinyl, and this is white in matte. This came in the mystery box, but remember, if you don't have a mystery box, I will link everything that we use in these videos down below, and you can absolutely buy the products individually. So what I'm going to do is put this on my mat, just line it up with the top, and then lay it down. Now, I'm putting my mat in backwards because this part is stickier than where the normal top is. So all we're going to do is load our mat, give it a little bit of pressure, and I'll pull the machine down so you guys can see it cut. Now that we're done cutting the StarCraft HD, we do need to load our color change vinyl. Now again, my house is really cold, so like my color change always looks purple, but it is bright pink when it's warm. This is typically going to change from warm to cold, but because my house is cold, this vinyl likes to stay at its cold temperature. So what I'm going to do is load this face up, and we'll go over to the computer to change the cut setting on this, because this does cut at a different cut setting. So let's go over there and do that. Now we're ready to change our cut settings because the color change vinyl cuts on a different setting. For this one, go ahead and click where it says base material set to, and it'll bring up the menu again. Now you'll notice that the holographic iron-on setting is not an option right now. What you'll need to do is go to browse all materials right here at the top of the settings options, and you can search just for the couple letters of holo. It's going to bring up anything that says holographic in it. And what we need to do is find the holographic iron-on, which is right here. Go ahead and click on that and then click done. And now we're ready to cut the color change vinyl. Once it's done cutting, go ahead and unload from the machine and remove your vinyl. I'm going to go ahead and slide the machine out of the way for you guys. And we're going to use the craft cutter that we got in the mystery box to cut around this so that we can save some vinyl. So I leave it on the mat to do this part because this X-Acto knife won't damage your mat. And I'm just going to cut along the edge here, along my heart. And that way you can just cut out a nice square around your heart. And you can save yourself some vinyl. Now, before you unload from the mat, you can absolutely just weed off the backing here. And you can weed out the letters if you so choose. I can use the X-Acto knife or the craft cut knife for weeding as well, but you do want to be very careful. It is sharp. So if you're new or are a little bit afraid of this knife, definitely be very, very careful when using this to weed. This is just a nice way to weed if you just don't feel like switching out all of your tools. But I do say I do love the pin pen as well, and that is a really fun tool to use to weed as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this off of the mat. And you'll see that now we have this nice easy cut out right here that we can save from the rest of our vinyl. You can do so many projects with these. It's awesome. And it's really easy to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and get the StarCraft weeded really quick, and then we can go ahead and apply to our blank. I put this mat down so that you guys could see this better since it is white on white, and that does make it really difficult. So all I'm going to do is first peel off this backing. When you get an acrylic blank, it's going to have a protective backing on it that just keeps it from getting scratched or damaged in transit. So what I'm just going to carefully do is use my knife, which isn't always the best. I'm very bad at this. Let me be honest, getting this backing off is not something I'm ever very good at. It always takes me a few tries to get it peeled enough that I can peel it with my hand. I have never been very good at that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is peel the back off. Really, really easy. You want to leave the other side on. It A, makes it easier to see, and B, it'll keep it from getting any kind of scratches. Now I'm just using a scrapped piece of transfer tape. This is a huge piece, but I'm just going to use a corner of it, and we're just going to go ahead and place our vinyl, and I place it face down onto my transfer tape, and then I burnish mine from the back. I find it a little bit easier, that way I'm not trying to peel the backing or the vinyl off the backing, but the backing comes off the vinyl. So just simply do it like that. Now you can use your craft knife, again, if you'd like, to cut around your decal if you don't want this big piece of transfer tape. Again, it's really up to you and how you want to do it, but you can absolutely cut it down if that is your choice. Now what we need to do is line up our vinyl with our blank, which again, I'm going to tell you, I'm not amazing at this. I just am not, never have been, probably never will be. But what I'm going to do is line it up best I can, and I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to go real slow, and I'm really going to try to get it right this time. And I'm just going to lay it down really gently. And then what I want to do is press my vinyl with my squeegee. That's why I wanted to include this squeegee into the mystery box for you guys, because this is one of my favorite tools, and what I like about it is it's kind of flexy, so you can see like it flexes a little bit. This is better than that hard scraper that you get from CRICUT. It's kinder and gentler to your designs. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and peel off my transfer tape. And you can just save this piece because we can use this again on our color changing vinyl. So what I'm going to do is stick it over to the side. Now I'm just going to kind of see if I did a decent job. I didn't. I never do. I always get it off just a little bit. But that's okay, because that's the other reason I included this craft cutter. This is one of the reasons I absolutely love this. So this vinyl is hanging off just a little bit on the side. I don't know why you guys can see it. But do you see how it's got like an edge? We're going to go ahead and cut that edge off. You just want to take your craft cutter and run it along the edge. And I'm using a self-healing mat from CRICUT. So you can cut directly on this. You don't have to worry. It's totally okay. And you want to get as close to that edge of the acrylic as you can. And we're just going to cut off that excess vinyl. You can go at it like this direction too, if that's better for you. So there's a lot of ways you can do it, but you can see how I'm kind of running my blade along the edge. Perfect. Okay, now that we've done that, make sure you replace the cap and make sure you are using vinyl side. And now we can do our color changing vinyl. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this transfer tape and I'm going to place it over the heart, and we'll just stick it right on there. Oops, we got quite a bit of wrinkling. Let me fix that. We don't want too much wrinkling in our transfer tape. If you get a little bit, it's okay, but if you can avoid it, it's better. And I'm going to flip it over face down and burnish it down to my transfer tape. Again, just being very careful about lining that up. Then all we're going to do is go ahead and peel off. Now again, we're going to try to line this up best we can. Again, not a skill I possess, but this one is a little bit easier because you do have a little bit of an edge around the design to make it look kind of 3D. It can help to have a picture of what you're doing along with your design, but it's all up to you. You can see, again, this is just not something I'm great at, and I'm okay with it. It's fine. It still looks really, really cute. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead, peel off my transfer tape, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go around, because there's a little bit of a lip here. Not much. I did much better on that one, lining it up, and I'm just going to kind of make sure that none of that edge vinyl, and there's just the teeniest, itty-bittiest little chunk right there at the bottom that isn't quite lined up. So I'm just going to go again at it just like this and just peel that off. Once you've done that, your keychain is pretty much done. Now again, I'm going to put my hand on it to show you guys what it really should look like, because again, my house is super cold, but I'm going to warm it up a little bit so you guys can see that it should actually be hot pink. And it will turn purple as it gets cold. So it's really, really fun. But let's add some keychain hardware. One of my favorite finds on Amazon are these really cute spheres filled with glitter stars, and they're really fun. I'll link them down below, but they're really great to add to keychains. You can see it's already turning purple again. So what I did was I just added a large jump ring, and I'm using the ball and chain style keychain piece for this one. And all I've done is just looped that on to my keychain, and then I'm going to put my ball and chain piece through my keychain here and just hook it. These are really easy to use. There's only one jump ring involved. I'm not great with jump rings either. And all we do is just clip it closed. This is such a fun, easy project to do, and you can do anything with these hearts. You can absolutely make them your own, and it's a really fun way to use the Color Change vinyl. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm always happy to answer questions for you guys. I have linked everything that we used in this video down below for you guys as well. That way, if you didn't end up getting a mystery box, you can still craft along with us with these tutorials. I hope you guys had so much fun learning how to make these fun acrylic blanks from my exclusive mystery box. Let me know down below too if you are interested in me doing more mystery boxes with 143 vinyl. I hope you guys have an amazing day and happy crafting.